Hey everyone, Kyle here today. Wanted to show you a bit more about how to optimize and customize your AI sequences to perhaps match different use cases. So when you first create an Autobound sequence, you've selected which steps you want the AI to influence, and you've given it some templates to work off of and how to personalize the message. So basically the AI emails will use your template for reference when producing content. So whatever you imported or added here from like Outreach or SalesLoft, you potentially copy pasted. Our AI looks at this and tries to weave personalization in without losing too much of the structure. If you give little personalization tips or things like that throughout, it's going to give the AI some instructions to be a bit more creative, which I'm going to show you today. But if you want a more rigid, structured email, you can just keep your templates as such. Why don't we go through a few examples of how to further customize this for different use cases? All right, so what I've just done is typed in some prompt-based tactics blended with some templated-based tactics in here. So the first thing I did is I instead of using a specific subject line, I put in brackets, which is a key component here, what I'm looking for in the subject line. This is going to give a lot more flexibility to the AI to work off of. Next, I've set the tone of the email of what I'm actually wanting to put out. So maybe this is like a cold outbound email, but perhaps this is an inbound one, or I'm following up with people who signed up for a free trial, things like that. You might want to add that context in the top of the template for the AI to understand when it goes about this flow. Next, we have a hi first name. This is like a standard template. And then I've given a detailed starting opener paragraph instruction in brackets to tell the AI what I'm looking for and how I want it to act. This gives the AI a lot more flexibility based off of who I'm reaching out to and the insights firing. And I've done something very similar with the next paragraph too. But you could do some hybrid approach if you wanted, for example, to, if you wanted the rest of the email to sort of stay intact, then you could do something like this, and you could even put in like, don't change the rest of the email. Something like that. Or you could put in, make sure to mention XYZ, this case study. We helped Walmart increase X by 20%, or something like that, right? You could add this guidance and prompt the system to follow these instructions throughout. And so here it might be a nice cold example email, and I could save that. And now the AI looks at this when generating content and has a bit more flexibility. Then I might do something similar with the next email, right? But I'm not going to use the same template. Maybe I'll use a slightly different version of this. Here I'll put in another one. So here I have the top part of it to be a bit more structured, where the middle part has some instructions in it, and the last part is less structured. So there's more structured. So anyways, like as you go about this process, feel free to play around with these brackets to give instructions. You can even go in and try and see how we've done this with some of our templates. If you go and try and create like a pre-built personalized sequence using Autobound's instructions, you can see some examples in here of how we've done this. Hope that helps. Always, let me know if you have any questions.